How would I do it if I had to start over again? I bet it's one of those questions you asked yourself at one point or another. So, as founder and CEO of an online business, it's no different. I ask myself constantly how I'd build that online business from scratch again if I had to, with the experience, of course, that I have today. There's so much information out there, it's really getting harder and harder to figure out what's legit and what's total BS. So today I want to give you the big picture in form of a 6-step process. How would I build an online business from scratch if I had to do it all over again? Hey, if we're just meeting, my name is Tobias Hens. I'm a former IT department head and founder of theclarityforge.com. Also, I'm the creator of the CF6 framework, that very 6-step process we're using to build an online business from scratch in this hypothetical scenario. So step 1 sounds super cliche by now, and it's no longer a secret that having a clear, well-defined purpose should be the starting point for everything we do, in life and in business, right? So knowing why we do what we do makes things so much easier. At least it can help avoid a lot of problems down the road. Still, it's easy to get sidetracked, especially in the beginning, right? And make the mistake of only focusing on the what, like what product to develop, what to do to make more money. And while all of that might lead to a short-term boost in success, in the long run, it's really not a sustainable way to go. So step 1 is to clarify the purpose of the business. So since I'm the one building the hypothetical business in this video, I have to ask myself, why do I want to build a business? And the only 2 reasons I could ever come up with are A, to make the world a better place, and B, to make loads of money. Either I want to create value, or I intend to use a business as a means to make loads of cash. Now, it's a spectrum we're operating on, of course, with the 2 extremes like that. And just to be clear, I'm not saying one is better than the other. I can't make that judgment. But yes, of course, there is also a balance we need to strike and we ultimately need to aim for. So there is a sweet spot of giving value and getting paid for it. And I think that's the goal for most of us who want to build a sustainable income stream online. So figuring that out, what really drives me, matters big time. Because everything that comes after is really built on knowing what gets me out of bed in a way. How much do I want to make the world a better place? Or how much more important is making tons of money to me? Now, it takes real courage to ask this and be honest about it. But if I don't and I pretend that the business focus is on one thing while I really want the other thing, sooner or later I run into trouble. Just think about it. If I say I want to create value, but deep down I just want to make tons of cash, no matter what I do, I end up making decisions to satisfy the bigger or stronger priority. And equally important is to clarify how big the problem is I'd like to tackle actually. Am I going to solve, global obesity, or am I solving more of a small niche problem? Let's say help a specific group of people improve one aspect of their professional lives. How big a problem are we talking about? And if it's tons of money I'm after, well, then how much do I really need? Are we talking Elon money, Jeff Bezos money, 100K, 200K? Am I happy walking away with 250K per year? Because in theory, that triples my salary. So once I have the answer to that, it's time for the first major business decision really. What type of business suits me? Is it going to be a performance business or a lifestyle business? Now, if I wanted to solve obesity on a global scale and make Elon money in the process, I probably need a company with billions of dollars of cash flow per year and thousands of employees. Right? Same goes for becoming the next AI unicorn. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm interested in solving more of a niche problem for a specific group of people. And I don't want to deal with the scale of a performance business. So let's ignore that. I think a lifestyle business suits me a lot better. The definition of a lifestyle business being it's something that supports me and my life in terms of satisfaction, meaningfulness, and also in terms of finances. It should improve my lifestyle while I don't have to be a slave to the business 24/7 and I'm not being stuck in a 9-to-5 job. So I can probably build it myself or with a small group of people, and I don't need hundreds or thousands of employees. And that's all there is to step 1. Figure out the why and then decide on performance business or lifestyle business. Now let's move on to step 2. We're starting to narrow things down significantly now. How is the lifestyle business I want to build going to look like? So to figure this out, I need to look at the 3 P's: profession, pain, and passion. What am I currently doing professionally, or what was I trained to do that I can bring to the business? What are my pain points? Are there specific problems I want to fix, and is that what the business should be all about? Also, what am I passionate about? I can rephrase the 3 P's and ask instead, what are my skills? What filters do I have through which I see the world? Like what bugs me that other people do or don't care about? And what are my interests? Now, I could go and just wing it, like write down a few ideas on paper. And I remember that was exactly what I did in the beginning when I started out. It was super frustrating and definitely really chaotic. So nowadays, you probably can find an AI application for that helps you do it. Personally, I would read the book, What Color is Your Parachute, to specifically answer the question about the 3 P's. It helped me go through the process in a guided way, and I ended up with a list of skills, filters, and personal interests. Step 3 after that is twofold then. First, I want to prioritize the lists I've written in step 2, and then next I want to merge those lists and those priorities with my why. So I probably have 25 skills and passions and pain points, and it's a little too much to move forward. I need to narrow things down first. So which of my skills do I want to apply in the future business actually? I really like planes. I can tell apart different types and airlines and airports and whatnot. It's really a skill, but do I want to use it in my business? Not really, right? What's the biggest pain point for me? What passions can I incorporate in the business in a helpful way? It's time to be strategic now. The goal with this prioritizing step and narrowing it down is to end up with maybe 5 skills, 3 pain points, and 5 interests. Once I have those, I can merge them together with the answers from step 1, my why, and create a rough version, an outline of a business strategy. So that's the second part of this step. How are my skills, interests, and my pain points compatible with my why? I can transform my why into something tangible, something real that can sell potentially. I know that seems a bit daunting and maybe a bit fishy, but if you read Building a Story Brand 2.0 by Donald Miller and use the Story Brand AI tool, it should clarify a lot. Okay, so step 4 is then thinking about actual products and services my business is going to offer. Like what problems do they solve? And how will they be built, shipped, maybe even maintained? Since we're building a digital business in this hypothetical scenario, I collect ideas about free PDFs I can use as lead magnets. And then step 5 is about taking the business from theory all the way to reality. Until now, all we have is ideas. Eventually, I need to test them and see how they hold up in real life. So this is where experiments come in, like starting a YouTube channel, posting videos every week about what I want to talk about, sharing content on social media platforms, evaluating the feedback, what's working, what isn't. I'm learning as I go, trying to improve like a single aspect with every video, with every edit, every customer I talk to. So I get to a point where I can refine products to be good enough before I build new ones even, based on the feedback I get. And then as part of the 6th and final step, I grow what works, not just in terms of products and services, but in terms of a stronger brand. So this is where I'd focus on leadership specifically. Growing my business means I need help eventually. That can be a group working together. And this group needs to be taken care of, which is part of my personal transformation then, from doing it all myself to leading a business. So now let's put this all together. It was a lot. If I would start building an online business from scratch, there are 6 steps I'd take. First, clarify my why and figure out why I'm building a performance business or a lifestyle business. Step 2, figure out the 3 P's: professional skills, pain points, and my passions. Step 3, take the answers from step 2 and prioritize them so I end up with a priority list of pain points, skills, and interests. And then merge them with my why to create a rough brand strategy. Step 4, brainstorm products and services based on the brand strategy. Step 5, take it from theory to reality by experimenting. Post the content, find the first clients, improve the products as I go. Step 6 is to strengthen the brand by leading a team instead of running just a one-man show. And of course, reiterate on steps 1 to 5. Now, if this looks familiar, you probably recognize the CF6 framework this is based on. I know this is just a rough overview of a very complex process, and we'll go into more detail in the next few videos. So consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so you will get informed when the next video comes out. And of course, click and tap the screen to see the next video in this playlist. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I see you next time.